Good afternoon everyone, my name's Andy and I am a business development manager at Mina. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of our fleet portal. So as you can see, it is just here in the background. We've got a few tabs along the top. Just here you can select your date range. So I've selected January the 1st, 2021 to today's date, which is June 29th. So just below here, you can see all sorts of really useful information for you. So first box here is the carbon emissions. So this is an integration we've got with the national grid, which tells you actual carbon usage at time of charging. So it should be said that this will vary from place to place around the country. So obviously up in Scotland, where there's a lot of wind and a lot of wind farms, you're likely to get lower carbon intensity than you are sort of in Yorkshire, which is where I am today. You see a total cost here for the period that you've selected, as well as an average cost per kilowatt hour, total consumption and total duration of charging. So moving just down here, you can see a visual representation of the carbon intensity. So you've got green for low carbon intensity, amber for medium, and red obviously for high. Just over this side, you can see sort of a visualization again of where your fleets have been charging. So orange there is private or domestic or home charging, and the blue is public charging. And as and when we get to see the workplace data, that will be in black. You can see there that's shared data. So this really is what we like to see. A nice big orange circle just here to denote the majority of the charging taking place at home, with a little bit on the road just there. Down here you can see we've got 4 live vehicles in our very small fleet, 18 charge points, and that's made up of 4 home charge points, obviously tying in with the number of vehicles, and 14 charge points that have been used out on the road. Just down here, a bit of sort of averaging of your data and a bit of gamification, so you can see your cleanest vehicles and your dirtiest vehicles. Again, that's all going to be when these cars are charging, when your drivers are charging, and also sort of whereabouts in the country they are as well. Will come into play just there. Along the top, we've got the fleet tab just here. So within this, you can look at different people within your fleet. So obviously we've got a number of people just here. So I will choose Ash for this one. And again, so the front page was obviously a big overview of your entire fleet. So here's where you can dig down into each individual driver and look at their charging behaviour. So again, you've got carbon intensity, what charge points he's been using, CO2s, cost of charging, consumption, and your duration just there. And then if you want to go even further, you can dig into each individual charge. So you can see when they're plugged in, carbon intensity, as I said, at half-hourly intervals, and that's actual carbon from the national grid. And that will give you a cost of that charge, how much energy went through as well, and a timing on it also. So that is the fleet portal. Finally, you've just got your account tab just here. So here's where you get all your invoices. So one single monthly invoice for all of your charging, and you can get all the backing data for what you've just seen in there as well. So hope this was helpful. If you do have any questions, please feel free to get in touch on support@mina.co.uk. Thank you very much.